the heck is going on? Why is there an alarm going off? What? Can somebody please explain to me what the heck is going on here, please?
Second Stormtrooper, you gotta come right now.
Why?
The rebels, they shot a torpedo into the main actor, and it's
The rebel, please. Everybody knows that the rebels are the ones that can't hit anything, and stormtroopers have fantastic aim.
and it's going to explode. We gotta get out of here right now.
I'm okay. Yeah, I'll catch up to you. I'm pretty stocked up. I've got my precious metals. Okay. All right. Don't say I didn't warn you. Greetings, Star Wars Stackers. How you doing? I'm Stacking Stormtrooper. If you're new to this channel, I'm a guy in a bucket talking about precious metals, so make sure you hit the subscribe button and get the bell notification clicked so that way you get updated with any new content. Today is a pretty interesting topic that a lot of us often talk about, and there really isn't a whole lot of debate about this topic, and so I'm going to be the one to kind of push it out there and see where this goes. I'll probably get just 100 views anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but regardless of that, guys, I wanted to know what you are doing with your precious metal stacking strategy in case of an SHTF situation. And, you know, I'm going to tell you straight out right now, guys, in my lifetime, your lifetimes, let's be honest here. I mean, do you really think that there's going to be an SHTF situation where our entire government is going to collapse?
Yeah, that's right.
And there's just going to be absolute anarchy.
Yeah, that's right.
The dollar is going to be absolutely worthless.
Yeah, that's right.
And then we are going to have to start using silver and gold like the ancient times to trade and buy stuff.
That's right.
No. Listen, let's just call it what it is. A lot of the people in this community are very pessimistic.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Listen, I'm not disagreeing with you guys when it comes to the debt just soaring, whereas interest rates are cut down to basically zero. The dollar is losing strength. I get all of that, okay? But let's be real here for a minute, okay? And I'm going to probably get a whole bunch of comments down below saying, what the heck are you talking about? The dollar is already worth nothing. We're just on the brink of blah, 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 blah. Okay. Nonsense. Nonsense. Yes, there was the Great Depression. Yes, we had the Great Recession in 2008. But in my lifetime, I really doubt that there is going to be an SHTF situation with an economic collapse of our government where we're going to be relying on silver and gold to buy stuff from one another. But in the event that the pessimists in our community are right and the sky is going to fall and the entire economic environment is going to go right down the toilet, and then we're going to be sent back into the Stone Ages and we're going to be trading silver and gold, I do have a variety of stuff that I stack. And so I am going to show you guys that right now and give you my thinking behind it.
Alright guys, so in the event that there is ever an SHTF situation, which I don't think there ever will be one, like I said, in our lifetime. However, you know, I would rather be safe than sorry. So that being said, I have been stacking precious metals mainly for retirement purposes, also just because I find it to be a good way to store wealth, hedge against inflation, and it's also a lot of fun. But, you know, again, a lot of people in the community, they're always saying how there's going to be an SHTF situation where you're going to need silver and gold, the government's going to collapse, you're going to need it as currency, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I really, really doubt that is ever going to happen. However, again, you can never be too sure. So that being said, I have been buying lots and lots of different precious metals, and in particular gold and silver. I buy a variety of gold and silver for a couple different purposes. Again, it's so that I don't have all of my eggs in one basket. I like to have the majority of my stack in American Silver Eagles, which you see right there, but I also do buy a lot of gold bullion, and the majority of my gold is present day bullion and not pre-1933 like the St. Gaudens or this Indian, what have you. But what I did, and you can see here, I bought a lot of 1/10 gold eagles back in the mid-2000s, and people were saying that the premium is too high for the 1/10 ounce gold coins, and that you're better off either getting a 1/4 ounce, 1/2 ounce, or 1 ounce if you're able to do it. I agree. You are going to pay a higher premium. If you're going to buy 10 of these, you're going to be spending maybe $100 or more than you would for a 1/10 ounce, a 1 ounce gold eagle. But in the event that there ever is, let's just say, an SHTF situation, it's going to be pretty darn difficult to take this 1 ounce gold coin and use it for any sort of purchase or barter transactions. And so I did decide to get the 1/10 ounce gold coins. But again, more realistically, the reason I got 1/10 ounce gold coins is I feel like it's easier to sell 1/10 ounce gold coins to either a coin shop, a dealer, or whatever, than it is to buy to sell a 1 ounce gold coin. The other thing too is very recently I unloaded a lot of my generic silver. I actually only have a little bit left. This is really what I got left for my generic silver. I've been using these for giveaways, and that's primarily what I've been doing with them. But the base of my stack, like many others in our community, are silver eagles. I have a lot, and I'm not going to disclose the exact amount that I have. What am I talking about? I have a full stack video that you can see right up there. But I think that the gold, the silver eagles are more recognizable than the majority of other coins with in the world. I've got Philharmonics here, and I've got maple leaves here, which are sealed. There's no need to really open those. But in the event that there's ever some sort of collapse or whatever, I think that the silver eagles are a lot more recognized than pandas, right? These are more for collecting purposes, as opposed to like SHTF. You can also get, old constitutional silver, like peace dollars, Morgans, Barbers, what have you. But in my opinion, if there ever was an SHTF situation, the very best thing that you can possibly have in an SHTF situation would be junk silver. That is my opinion. Junk silver and the American Silver Eagles. These are the best things that you can possibly stack. Number one, the premiums for junk silver are relatively low. You can pretty much get this at spot at some of your local coin shops, or close to spot. So I typically always try to buy junk silver whenever I'm doing any sort of purchase, whether it be on an online bullion dealer's website or be at a local coin shop. But there's also different denominations. I mean, you could get the 50-cent Kennedy halves. You could get the Ben Franklin $half. You could get the Roosevelt dimes, and you can get regular old quarters. But in my opinion, if I were to be stacking only one type of constitutional silver, then I would actually say go with the dimes. I just think if there ever was an SHTF situation, dimes is probably the best thing to have, because you could make exact change by and large with them. It's easier to count these out and buy or sell whatever it is that you're looking to do, as opposed to larger pieces. But again, guys, I really don't think we will ever have an SHTF situation where we are going to need to rely on silver and gold for transactions. If there ever was any sort of SHTF situation, like that, I think we would have much, much bigger problems. Water and food are going to be the primary source of bartering and trading. It wouldn't be until long after a fiat collapse and barter and trade go by the wayside, and then that's when you start getting silver and gold as some sort of means for monetary use. Things like, the 5 ounce, Aztec, this isn't going to do anything for you in SHTF situations. This is bulk. This isn't going to do anything for you. This stuff is collectible. You're paying a high premium. This is a 10 ounce Viking versus Dragon round. You're going to be paying a high premium on this stuff, and it's not going to do you much good in an SHTF situation. So guys, again, this really is for retirement purposes, and I'm really curious if anybody out there watching this video are going to be honest and come forward and go against the grain with me and say, you know what, guys, an economic collapse like everybody is predicting, and a downfall of the government, and online bullion dealers are tracking your transactions, and the government is going to have that and confiscate everything. It's lunacy. It really is. And I feel like those of you that believe in this hysteria are, conspiracy theorists, and you're practically, or you should be wearing tinfoil caps on your head, and you're waiting for the aliens to land, because I think you guys are kind of drinking the same Kool-Aid and feeding off of the hysteria and hype that you see on a lot of the YouTube channels, and nobody is really going to come straight out and just kind of say what I'm saying. Don't believe the hype, guys. Stack your silver and gold for retirement savings, for slow and steady savings, for a hedge against inflation. The SHTF stuff, guys, it's a bunch of BS. All right? It's a bunch of BS. And those of you that keep feeding into it help pump the costs of the prices of silver and gold. And a lot of people that are new to the community eat that stuff up, and they believe it to be true. And it's nonsense. So anyhow, guys, this is pretty much my thoughts on that. So like I said, you want to diversify your silver and gold stacking. Make sure you're getting the constitutional, make sure you're getting the gold, make sure you're stacking ASEs, and the generics. I mean, yeah, you could get them cheap, but I would stay away from the generics. So that's my thoughts on all of this.
With that, guys, I'm the Stacking Stormtrooper. I hope you liked this video. If you did, check this video out. This video is very funny. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Long live the Empire.
Dun, 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 dun. Uh-oh.